one of the great rock songwriting pairs. How did it begin, David?
Without Roger's input, and he was a very fine lyricist and driver of things, my confidence in these areas isn't enormous.
Hey rock fans, we've got a rock and roll soap opera that's juicier than a backstage pass scandal. Pink Floyd's official Instagram account posted a birthday shout-out to David Gilmour's wife and lyricist Polly Sampson. It seems innocent, right? Wrong. The comment section exploded like a pyrotechnics mishap at a concert. So, Pink Floyd's Instagram wishes Polly a happy birthday, highlighting her contributions to the band since 1994's The Division Bell and her work on Gilmour's solo projects. But instead of fans joining in the celebration, the comments turned into a battlefield. One fan declared, "Roger Waters is greater than Polly. Sorry, David, Roger is more important to the history of Pink Floyd." Another dubbed her the real reason for the dissolution of group. Someone even labeled her the Yoko Ono of Pink Floyd. Now let's unpack that Yoko Ono comparison. Yoko's involvement with John Lennon and the Beatles has been a contentious topic for decades. But is it fair to draw parallels between her and Polly? Polly has been a significant creative force in Pink Floyd's later years, co-writing lyrics and influencing the band's direction. Dismissing her contributions as merely disruptive seems reductive. Earlier, Polly publicly accused Roger Waters of being anti-Semitic to your rotten core and a Putin apologist. David Gilmour backed his wife, stating, "Every word demonstrably true." Waters, in turn, denied the allegations, calling them incendiary and wildly inaccurate. This feud has been simmering for years, and the birthday post reignited the flames. The controversy highlights ongoing tensions surrounding Pink Floyd's legacy and the band's complex relationship with former member Roger Waters. This recent incident adds another chapter to the long-running conflicts within the Pink Floyd circle.
I had a period of time when I was probably about 14, 15, when I'd inherited, my brother had gone to art school, and I'd inherited his bedroom, and with his bedroom I'd inherited his record collection. And so I'd sort of unwittingly played Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, but I hadn't really been aware of who the characters, I mean, like lots of girls, we weren't particularly aware who was playing the music. Well, I mean, maybe...
Well, speak for yourself. Sorry. I'd have been swept off my feet.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I can remember that was, yeah.
She's being coy now.
I'm not. Actually, one of the very early times, I already had a 2-year-old child, and David had 4 children, and I can remember sort of being in another of these situations where Chaik and Melissa Chassé very much wanted us to get together, and we were kind of ignoring each other, and then Charlie followed these older children to climb a very dangerous tree. And then the next thing I saw was David covered in these children. I think that was really more of a thing to me than the music at that point.
Yes. But how did the music between you evolve? How did it come that you have become one of the great rock songwriting pairs? How did it begin, David?
Without Roger's input, and he was a very fine lyricist and driver of things, my confidence in these areas isn't enormous. I'm very happy with some of the things that I have written the lyrics to as well, but they don't come along that often or that easily.
Do they ever come before the tune, or does the tune...
Only once in my writing.
With what?
With a song called Sorrow,
Okay.
which is on The Moment You Left the Reason, where I wrote 5 verses.
And then when you found the music.
But all the others have been done music first.
So what do you think? Is Polly Sampson the unsung hero of Pink Floyd's later years, or an unwelcome influence? Are the Yoko Ono comparisons justified or not? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into rock and roll drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We've got more stories coming that you won't want to miss.